All right, guys. So I just got done watching Chris Weidman lose. He got knocked out in the third round by Jacare Souza. It was a barrage of strikes in the third round. Jacare ended up really investing in the body throughout most of the fight. This fight shocked the hell out of me. I didn't think that Jacare was going to be investing so many strikes into the body, and I didn't know it wasn't going to go to the ground at all. Literally, it went to the ground for like a second. It looked good. I mean, it went to the ground for like 5 seconds or so, and it didn't stay there. It was just a kickboxing match. Even the commentators were saying that. They were like, man, this was a stand-up match the whole way. But Jacare has really been working on his hands. Really, really been working on his hands. I think he said he trains out of Fusion XT, I believe. Just working on his hands. I remember, I think his last fight or fight before that, he was talking about, they did like an interview with him there in that gym. And those guys seem to really know what they're doing, because the time that Jacare is spending there, it's working. He looked good throwing hands to the liver. I mean, just striking the liver with that left hand. It just looked, to be honest, it looked beautiful. It didn't look great, but Jacare was committing to his strikes, and he was trying to do it technically. He wasn't putting his chin in the air like Derek Brunson and all of that. He really was just keeping the chin tucked, keeping the guard up, and just throwing combos, mad combos. I'm talking about boom, 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 and then moving his head. He had the head movement and everything. Cardio was on point. He looked good. Chris Weidman also looked good, though. Weidman looked very, very sharp. Weidman's boxing also looked really good. He used a different technique. Weidman was for sure working behind the jab. What I can say about Weidman working behind the jab is they say, oh, pump the jab, and then do the work behind, use the jab to set up your combinations. It seemed like in a lot of instances, Weidman was just kind of using the jab, right, to, I guess, get like points. So Weidman definitely is one of my favorite fighters. I really do like to watch him fight. I like his takedowns. I like his mixed martial arts game. This was more of just a stand-up game. This fight was just a stand-up fight, which is good too, but I really am a fan of Weidman, and it's kind of sad to see him kind of go on this type of losing. It's not a losing streak, but before he beat Kelvin Gastelum, he was on a 3-fight losing streak. So in his last 5 fights, I believe he won 1. It just doesn't look good. Second fight at MSG. Second time getting knocked out at MSG. I know he's probably just gutted, man. I know he is feeling sore. I'm not talking about from the punches and from the liver shots and all of that. He's just feeling sore emotionally. He has to be feeling something. Feeling pretty low. But all I can say is I would love to blame this on the Modelo curse. The Modelo curse does live on. It does live on. I believe they're 0-4 right now, the Modelo curse. So, but it's still, I just have to say, Jacare just outworked Chris Weidman. He really did. Jacare was playing. It wasn't a mixed martial arts game, but he wasn't head hunting. He was kicking the leg, he was striking the body, and he was also striking the head. At some point, something was going to give. Something was going to give. And that's just what happened. Chris Weidman ended up with his eyes rolled into the back of his head, still trying to fight when the referee had already waved it off. Now, as far as the late stoppage thing, I understand that Jacare didn't want to strike Chris Weidman again because he was out. He was obviously out to me. I thought he was obviously out, but I'm not going to call it late stoppage. It's 4 strikes after, and Jacare really wasn't throwing heavy strikes. He just kind of was hitting him. So it could have been bad. It could have been really bad. I'm not going to call it late stoppage. That might just be because I really don't want to hear Chris Weidman's camp complain about it. That camp complains a lot. I can't hear them complain. They're just, to be honest, they're annoying as shit when they start complaining. I like Chris Weidman and all, but when Ray Longo and Matt Serra, they know how to complain. They really do know how to complain. So, yeah, I don't want to hear it. I really don't. So, not late stoppage. Call me petty. Call me crazy. I don't care, man. It still wasn't late stoppage. Not to me. I thought it was a pretty decent fight. Either way, though, it was a good fight. It was a good fight. Both guys stood there. You know, there was some evading. There was foot movement, of course, but each guy was cutting off the octagon, making sure to stay in that guy's face. There was no dull moment in this fight whatsoever. Anyways, guys, that's my take on it, man. It was a great win by Jacare Souza. Great knockout win by Jacare Souza. He got this at MSG. Anyways, guys, I know you guys been watching. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. And now we're ready for DC versus Derek Lewis.